Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel, and I know it's been a little while, but welcome back to the Celtic Football Manager, the self-isolation save. Today, probably a shorter episode, but it's a halfway point of the season. We're into January, and things are going phenomenally well. Also, 300 likes, and it'll be another episode tomorrow. How's that for you? 300. Smash it like you have the last few times I've asked. Cheers. Of course, the last time we played an episode of the Football Manager Save, we were a little bit further back. I can't actually remember now off the top of my head. Was it the Real Madrid? I think it was. Rangers Real Madrid. It was a Betfred Cup final where we managed to win 2-0 with Eduardo and Van de Beek goals, which got us a Betfred Cup fantastic match. And then Real Madrid away from home, we were unlucky. Militao got the only goal in a 1-0 defeat. Since then, our form has remained impeccable in domestic football. We are still undefeated in the Premier League, or the Premiership, I should say. And yeah, we're just on course to winning 10 in a row right now without any sort of challenge, without any hassle, which is quite annoying. I wanted it to go down to the wire, but I mean, we're playing that well. I can't complain. We played St Mirren off camera, a 2-0 win. Dembele got both goals. Karamoko Dembele, sorry, getting the two, which was a decent enough performance, but the wee man turned up big time. We then beat Hearts 1-0 in a very tough, of course, we know how tough it is to go to Tynecastle in this game. Hearts last season, I think we only beat them once over the 4 or 5 games we played them. We managed to get a win. Eduardo getting an early goal at Tynecastle to do so. A 3-0 win against Dundee United. Dembele getting another goal. Eduardo back on scoring form, and McGinn also getting a goal. We then went to the Tony Macaroni, got a 3-1 win. Eduardo once again scoring his own form now. He's hitting his form, and that was a 3-1 win and a very dominant performance. Then at Fir Park, Eduardo again. Holden got a brace as well. 2 goals in the 90th minute. Made it a comfortable 4-1 win. Motherwell did put up a bit of a fight, but we were just too good in the end, and that is where we left off as we head into the final game before the winter break against Rangers today at Celtic Park, where it's big for many reasons, mostly because if we look at the league table, our invincible season is on the line. It is now at this point I'm going to say we are charging for an invincible season. If we don't get it, I don't mind, because we're already 1 trophy up. We're already in the last 32 of the Europa League. We're still in the Scottish Cup, of course, and we're probably going to win the league. So right now, we could go and win 4 trophies. That's all I'm saying. If we do or don't, completely different story. This is the league kind of stats as we head into this point. We'll have a deeper look after this game, because then we will be at the halfway point. But of course, a massive match against Rangers, as we already sit 17 points clear of them. It doesn't really matter on the result, but I do want to keep that loss down to 0. Of course, the only time we have dropped points away at Rugby Park, and a 0-0 result. Apart from that, 19 out of 20 wins. Can't exactly complain. We've got some players who are just playing in remarkable form at the minute. That was the 11 I fielded against Motherwell, but today, against Rangers, we will be playing our best squad, and we'll be looking to go and kill them. Greg Taylor is what he talked to me about, the possibility of going out on loan. We kind of need him. I'm going to let him play over the next month, because we do need him. We need more than just ball and golly at left back. What I meant to update you on, the Europa League last 32 draw has been made. Yep, we got our team, and let's just say they didn't want to make it easy for us, because yeah, we got Inter Milan. And we a nice wee reminisce of the 1967 European Cup final, or if you like in more recent times, the last 32 of the Europa League, when John Guidetti played for us at the time under Ronnie Dyer, and what was a very good game. McGinn will be suspended for the first leg of that, but you know, it's got to be very difficult. If you look at Inter right now in the Serie A, they are third, only 5 points behind the leaders, Lazio. Juventus have had an absolute stinker of a season, and it looks like for the first time in what will be 9 or 10 years, they will be losing the league, because it looks as though it's going to Lazio, one of the Milan sides, that will be taking that unless things drastically change in their second half of the season. Hopefully Inter have a little dip in form, but their team, we'll deal with that when it comes to it, right? We've still got a long way to go till there. I don't even know what I'm going to do after the Rangers game in this episode, because we head into January, and we'll have a look at the squad and maybe try and offload some players. We don't need to sign anybody, the team is perfect, but we might offload some wages, just so we free up a little bit in financial situations. I mean, the financial situation is fantastic. £62 million in the bank, despite spending so much money on transfers over the last 2 seasons. I mean, we've signed 2 £40 million players alone. Never been done before in Scotland, never will be done in Scotland, I imagine. But we've managed to do it. Anyway, it's match day. We're taking on Rangers. This season, we have been fantastic against Rangers. They are on good form, though. They've picked up big time. Of course, last episode, Livingston were sitting in second by quite a few points, I think, but Rangers have picked up big time. They've now only lost 3 games all season. It's just how well we're doing. It's really stumping them. Lamela still out, sadly. He's still going to be out for another 4 weeks after breaking his toe. He's been the star player this season, of course. Frimpong doubtful as well. But on the Rangers side of things, Jermaine Defoe's away getting his metal hip put in because he's probably hit that age. And Joe Rebo out with injury as well. But we are the far favourites. Previous meetings, Celtic have won 5, Rangers have won 1. Yep, out of this whole save, we've beaten them 5 times. They've beaten us once. I don't know if Quique Sanchez-Flores is still in charge. I feel like... Yeah, he is. He still is in charge. I feel like he should have been sacked by now. They've been doing horrendously bad. Time for the team selection, though. And, yeah, we're going to have to just play our best team, aren't we? I'm not going to bring Frimpong into the side. I'm going to leave him out because he still isn't fit. Ayer will come back into the starting 11 to have Holden, who got a brace in the last game, paired up with Ayer. And there, John McGinn will come in for an Old Firm start with McGregor. I've changed this up in the middle, as you realise. I've got a deep line playmaker and a Mazzara to try and suit McGinn a bit better, get him maybe a few more goals. Dembele has been playing well as of recent, but he was really poor in the last game, so I'm actually going to bring in El Yunusi for this one, and then I'm going to bring Van de Beek back in, and Odsonne Edouard to start up for all weight. Actually, Abirieze and McGregor are very, very tired. I'm still going to start McGregor, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to start Dembele on the right hand side and put El Yunusi on the left, and that'll do. That's it. That's the team that's starting against Rangers at Celtic Park. I mean, we should be absolutely battering these motherfuckers. We really should. The Rangers side hasn't changed much since the last time we played them in the League Cup final. Of course, there's 2 episodes in a row we've played Rangers. Getting sick of the sight of them, aren't we? Yeah, I'm not going to even run through it. You can see it on the screen. It is pretty straightforward. This guy caused us a little bit of problems in the League Cup final, I'm sure. Or one of the previous meetings. He looked quite a decent player, so he'll be a handful. Morelos, interestingly, on the bench, despite being the league top scorer, I believe. So that's a baffling one. Arfield on the bench as well. Apart from that, Rico got sent off in the cup final, of course. Apart from that, yeah, we've got a far superior team. We should be absolutely mauling them. We should be taking them to the cleaners, as we pretty much did in the second half of the League Cup final. First half they were the better team, but second half we were all over them, and that is what I expect to see today at Celtic Park. Here we go, let's play the match. 2D is how we are still rolling at the minute, because it seems to be what people want more. They want it more than 3D, so do you know what? We're going to keep going with it, and just hopefully it's a game. We're at Celtic Park. I would love a 5-0 battering or something. If that is possible, I will be very, very chuffed with that. But you know, the last time Quique Sanchez-Flores came to Celtic Park, I'm sure they beat us. I'm sure his only game at Celtic Park so far, they won the game. I think it was 2-1 or something, or maybe 1-0. Can't remember. But we give away possession very, very early on, and Rangers have the first chance to go forward. Of course, this is both us. This is our game in hand, so we'll play the same amount of games as everybody else. Like Ryan Kent takes a shot going well wide. Fraser Foster, no need to worry. Sit back down there, Baldy. But oh, for God's sake. Hatem Abdelhamid has suffered a bruised foot. Should we be able to nurse him through the map? We're just going to take him off. I know this is a big risk, right? We're going to play Ayer at right back. He's very bad at it. I know. I'm going to ask him to do a big favour. And we're going to bring Christopher Jullien on, who's been playing well recently as well. I'm still confident that's good enough. Ayer should be able to handle Ryan Kent. He should. He should be. Realistically, should be able to handle Ryan Kent. So I'm just going to roll with it. It might not be the smartest of decisions. You might be judging me. But right now, it's been a quiet game anyway, as you see. Not many dangerous chances anyway. 2 shots on target for each side. Rangers have a corner. Ryan Kent swings it in. Halander's there. Kieran Dowell's there. Ryan Jack's there. Oh, Ayer having to make a big block. I mean, it wasn't Ryan Kent he had to deal with there, but making a big block. Rangers could have been up 1-0 and they have another corner. Ryan Kent in this time, but the hands of Fraser Foster is all it reaches. As Rangers, yep, starting the game once again the better side, just like they did at Hampden. And we do it. I mean, this is going to be a very short episode if we don't play another game, because in the first half we've had one highlight. Celtic 0, Rangers 0. Not exactly what I want to see. I'm going to be a bit aggressive. I'm going to say I'm far from pleased what I saw for this team. McGregor is absolutely shattered, so the man is coming into it. The captain, the leader, the legend is coming on the park. That'll be our second substitution of the game. We'll give it 15 minutes or so playing like this. I'm going to switch to a 4-4-2 because, you know, we're not playing well enough. For a team who's 17 points clear of Rangers, we're not playing well enough. So hopefully we sharpen up the second half. It's been a very disappointing way to start the episode if the game goes like this. Rob Holden over to John McGinn. McGinn moving forward, gives it to Mohamed El Yunusi. El Yunusi's cutting in. He's going to have a shot. Throw a bit far out for McCrory to worry there as he gathers it into the palms of his hand. It's a bit annoying how we've played so far. I think I'm going to go for the 4-4-2. Look at how many yellow cards we've got. Jesus, 3 yellows. Oh, wait, something's happening. I was about to make a sub, but we have got a chance here. John McGinn swings it in. It's Odsonne Edouard. Gives it back to McGinn. Van de Beek, is he going to shoot? He's been brought down. It's a penalty. Celtic have a penalty. We've done it. We've managed to... Oh, we've got a chance to take the lead here. Right. And compose yourself. Edouard. Fantastic penalty record this season. Odds on Edouard against Rangers to make it 1-0. Oh, McCrory saved it. Oh, Edouard. This is not going to go our way today. I just... You know, when stuff like this happens, we've waited too. I've been too stubborn. We've got to make changes. Van de Beek is actually going to come off, which is mental. He's been fantastic as of recent. But I'm going to play Geary and Edouard up front. That's the final substitution I make. We're going attacking. And we're probably going to leave ourselves open to some chances now. We'll leave ourselves gaping like a jail man. Oh God almighty, Foster Street. Oh my Jesus God. This is not going well. Aye, come on, just do it. Shit housery. Just get a goal. Aye, swing it in, big man. Go on, just cross it in. Go. Goldson clears it away. Scott Brown is going to collect it. He cleans it up outside the area. John McGinn has it, switches it over to El Yunusi, but is cut out by Rangers. They try to move forward, but El Yunusi doing a lot of hard work to win the ball back. McGinn switches it over to Dembele. This is a decent chance. Dembele swings it in. Edouard can't get up to it, man. Sticky heat on it. Jump. Use the neck muscles. Brown, that's why you bring a captain on. That's why you don't leave him out of an old firm. Geary somehow finds his way to Ayer. Ayers took it right round the full back. Ayer swings it in. El Yunusi, Edouard. It's been blocked off. Was that Edouard that shot there? Or was that the Rangers player shooting at McCrory? I couldn't tell. And that corner goes over everybody and out for a goal kick. What a horrendous set piece. As we've got 10 minutes to the clock. What a disappointment this is going to be. A return for the series after a few days off. And right, we've got 3 minutes left in the clock. I want to win this game. I don't want to drop points to Rangers at Celtic Park. I'm going to say keep it quite wide. Let's go extremely direct, very high tempo, don't time waste, hit the early cross, just take that off just now. In transition, counter, distribute to flying ship, distribute quickly, take long kicks, get it up the park, out of possession. Yep, let's just get a much higher line, keep the defence the same. Let's be extremely urgent and get stuck in. Maybe we'll get a goal through this. I forgot to actually change the style to very attacking. Do you know what? This is going to give Rangers a chance to end their invincible season. It's on the line in stoppage time here. Oh God, here we go. There's a highlight. Now this could go either way. Imagine Rangers went up the park and ended our unbeaten run. McGinn. Helander does get it, but Scott Brown will get there first. Good. McGinn. El Yunusi, 90th minute winner. Come on, El Yunusi. Greg Taylor swings it in. It's got to be cleared by right. Come on, John. That's it. Come on. Scott Brown. Just get it to somebody. El Yunusi, Edouard. Oh, he's disallowed. No. Oh, I thought we won it in the 90th minute there. The man who missed the penalty scores an offside goal in the 91st minute. Oh, you dirty, cheating referee bastards. Oh, got the flat. How far offside was he? Oh, he's quite a bit. So was Geary, you know. This is the thing now. We're going so attacking that we're always going to be ahead of the line, aren't we? Full time. A missed penalty comes back to bite us in the arse. And we draw in the Old Firm. That is pretty... I know, I'm going to be cautious and say you were not good enough. Wish I won that match. So saddened at the end there. That means that for the second time this season, we have indeed dropped points. I mean, for the halfway point, 21 games played, to only have dropped points twice is absolutely incredible. Great form that we've been in all season. 19 wins, 2 draws, no losses. We've only conceded 9 goals by December. That is madness. Absolute madness. The team have been incredible. So, if we look at some key stats as we head to this point in the season, player stats, the top goal scorer is indeed Alfredo Morelos, who has 13 goals. Very sadly. Most assists goes to Eric Lamela. Shortly behind him is Donny van de Beek. Abiriezi and Bolingoli are in there too. Most distance travelled has been Frimpong, then Hatem Abdelhamed, the 2 right backs. So we do a lot of work down that right hand side. Most key tackles, no Celtic players in there. We've not had to make that many. I've at least conceded Fraser Forster 9 goals ahead of Joe Lewis by quite a fair bit, who's only conceded 21 as well, which is a very impressive start. Most clean sheets, Fraser Forster on 14, 3 ahead of Craig Innes, who is, he's in for a big future, because I think, it doesn't say it anymore, but Man United and such wanted to sign him. Look at his stats for a 17-year-old. That's madness. Motherwell have got the future Scotland #1. Conor McGrandles has got the most tackles for Dunfermline. Most dribbles, Darryl Horgan for Hibs. No Celtic players in there either. Most key passes, none in there for Celtic. Best at hitting the target, 70% for Eric Lamela at number 2, behind only Chris Long. Games won, Fraser Forster's been involved in all 19 of our wins. Eze and McGregor just in behind. Player of the match, most times Van de Beek's up there. Most shots in the league is Odds and Edouard with 86, and the most shots in target is also Edouard with 48. So a very good rate of shot conversion, if you like. It's been a very good first half of the season, and now heading into the second half, we've got to try and clean things up around the squad. There's players who don't need to be here. The 4 of the players returning from loan are Kouassi Abui, Andrew Gutman, Jozo Siminovic and Patrick Klimala. Now Siminovic, his contract is up at the end of the season, so I believe he will end up just leaving on a free transfer, but I certainly don't want him here. If he could go, it would be good. We'd free up 12.5 grand. So we may as well try and offer him out for free and see if anybody takes him on. Patrick Klimala, realistically, never going to get back into this team. So I'm going to list him for an unspecified price, see if anybody will take him. Kouassi Abui, same as him. Never going to get into the team, so I'll offer him out for an unspecified price. He is wanted, but I don't know if it's only on loans. No, it's on transfer, so we might get some offers for Kouassi Abui. And finally, Andrew Gutman. I don't even know why Celtic bothered to sign him in real life and all this. I'm going to try and get rid of those 4 players. I'm not too confident we'll get offers for all 4. We've got offers for absolutely none of them. Oh wait, there we go. My client is interested in joining. Okay. I have rejected all offers. I feel the player has a future at the club. Well, who gave you the right to fucking say? He doesn't have a future. I'm not going to use him. Gutman, I have accepted the transfer bid. We got £3 million for Andrew Gutman. What? 3 million quid. Rosenborg, yeah, you're nut. We've robbed yous. Alright, I'm not going to complain there. At least we're getting 3 million there. And then on the other side of things, yeah, we're not really getting anything for Siminovic. Will probably be just wasting away for the next 6 months for the under-21s team, along with Kouassi Abui, because no one seems to want to pay the money for Kouassi Abui. But I don't know why they're not back Klimala bids. As the January window opens, it does begin. We've been offered £21 million for Christopher Ayer. We're going to be rejecting. He's not going to be leaving us, and I'm sure the Eduardo offers will come in soon. The December Boss Award goes to myself, which means for 5 months in a row I have won Manager of the Month. My shelf is filling up nicely. None of our players getting played of the month for anything though, so once again I'm having to carry us, as it has been a whole season, you know. The board just like to make me horny. They really do. £32 million they've just injected into the transfer budget. For what reason? We don't need anyone. The finances are doing great, right? They went down a bit because they've injected a lot of money into the transfer. Where's this in real life? Where do you know this in real life? 32 million, right? Can I just remind you, this season I have already spent 84 on these players. Do I need another 32 for? You try to tell me something? I mean, I know we wanted to go forward in Europe, but what do I need to improve to this team? Like, genuinely. I can't drop anybody now. Like, everybody's playing so well, it would be a waste of money if I spent it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to end the episode off here with the £32 million I have. In the comments below, let me know if there's anyone you think I should bring in for the next episode. The next episode, I will more than likely, if I look at the schedule, will be out of the January break. I don't know where we'll exactly meet up. Probably somewhere in the middle of this. And then but if you think there's anybody we should sign, let me know, because it's a really confused. I didn't expect 32 million to be put into my lap. Now, of course, we don't need to spend it. The scouts are suggesting Matteo Pessina, who's a centre mid. We don't need a centre mid. We've got McGinn, McGregor, Christie, Brown, Van de Beek. We've got everybody. We don't need the centre midfielder. There's a centre back here that they're recommending, Tian Koopmeiners. Oh, he actually looks really good. He looks really good. I like the look of him a lot. More of a defensive midfielder than a centre half, but my goodness. Anyway, 300 likes and there'll be another one tomorrow. I should have said this at the start of the video. I'll add it in. 300 likes, another episode tomorrow, and we'll play more games than just the one. Sorry about that, but I wanted to get the series back up and running. So, like and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time.